I'm Markus from Nebula instruments.
What is your favorite part of your instrument that you've built?
I think it's one of the smallest parts that you wouldn't actually recognize that much.
Yeah.
It's these little wires that you can see there. Think of them like an analog enhancer or something.
Yeah. How do you spell the name of the instrument?
It's a Nebula.
Nebula, yes.
Euphone.
What part of the Euphone are you particularly proud of?
I think very challenging was this metal resonator, the big one. The manufacturing process is a bit special and you have to figure it out, and actually you have to build tools so you can build part of the instrument.
Yeah.
And they have a lot to do with the sound as well.
How do you see this piece, the Euphone, as part of the musical landscape?
I think it's quite, you can use it for quite some different areas, like obviously music soundtracks, film soundtracks, but normal music production like pop.
Yeah.
You can use it even as a meditation device.
Yes.
Where if you play it after a long day of work, it's so calming, you play it and you are immediately relaxed. So you can use it for a lot of things. Yeah, and it's possible to connect like a special device with an electric amplification to the instrument, so you can connect synthesizer and voice and whatever to the instrument and use it as a enhancer or plate reverb or for reamping.
What music has inspired you to make this piece of gear?
And I'm a big fan of movie soundtracks, actually. So I don't know, I like Hans Zimmer, as we all do.
Yeah.
Just whatever. The American Beauty soundtrack is very nice.
What is the most surprising thing or tip or technique that you discovered while making this?
This I cannot tell. It took me so much work, I cannot. But probably it's about these wires.
Yeah.
They are very, very like a specific kind of material that I tried. Yeah, you have to figure it out. It's like a big magic box. Yeah.
How did you get into making music gear?
Actually, I'm a guitar nerd.
Yeah.
I buy guitars a lot and I just like analog sounds and guitar amplifiers.
Yeah.
And if I hear like a special sound, then I want to use it. And for this instrument, I saw something similar on the internet, which I couldn't buy, so I started to build it on my own.
Yeah.
And then I got one step led to another, and then I fall in love with the instrument, and now I built them.
How do you know when it's finished?
When SuperBooth begins, it has to be finished.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I think it's never finished, but it will always improve. I think every instrument will be a bit different.
Yeah.
And if I build the next instrument, I will already have things in mind. But it's customizable, so I will talk to the person who wants to buy it, what he's after for the sound, and if he wants like more tones or less tones, or like a very deep tone. Yeah, so you can choose different resonators, changing the sound color.
What is the best creative or production advice that you've ever heard?
You have to think twice before you do anything. Like, don't just build, think twice and then build. But sometimes just build. So it's like, it depends on the part.
Yeah. May I ask, how many prototypes have you been through?
There was one prototype.
Yeah.
And then I built this one. But with the prototypes, I tried different parameters. So it is like a Frankenstein. So every part of them has been changed like at times to see what sounds best. And I still have this one in the basement. It's like, it looks very ugly, but sounds good as well. But for this one, I put everything together that I learned from the Frankenstein instrument.